Hello besties, it is Becky here with Bestie Becky's Crafts, and today I have a fun technique to share with you. We are doing weekly giveaways in our Facebook group called Fun Life on a Budget featuring Bestie Becky, and this week's challenge was to make something that was Christmassy, but it also had to have pink in it. So I finally figured out an idea of what I wanted to do, and I was inspired by Facebook. I don't know the name of the person that shared this on Facebook, but it's more of the center portion here of the card that I want to show you how to make today, because it's a pretty standard card, matted, and I have the frame part with foam tape, and then this is embossed with snowflakes, stamped snowflakes, and there's glitter on it, and I'm going to show you how I did that. I just ruffled the bow and put it on the front, has a saying on the inside, and then of course the made by. So pretty simple card, really, and like I said, it was more about learning a new technique, and this was something that I've never done before, that I've never seen before, and I was pretty excited to try it out. And I don't even know what you call it, but I want to show you how I made it. So let's get started. So first of all, I'm not going to put the whole card together, like I said, because you guys know how to do that. Pretty self-explanatory. So, to get started though on the center, I stamped different snowflakes in different sizes, and I used 3 different colors, and you could do this with actually anything. I'm just using a darker pink, a lighter pink, and then a gray. You could always do a Christmas tree, and you could use it even other seasons and for other things, not just Christmas. So let's zoom out a little bit here. Alright, so I have my stamps, and I have my ink, and I have my paper, and I have a piece of paper underneath my cardstock, and then I have it on top of my good old mouse pad. Just gives me a good image when I go to stamp. And I put paper underneath my cardstock because I'm going to be stamping off the edge. So I'm going to start with my biggest snowflake first, and there's no rhyme or reason to it where you stamp them. Just wherever you think is a good place. And then stick it. And I think I'm going to put one more over here. Okay. So there's my big ones, but I'm not going to put it away yet because I might stamp some more. And I'm going to go to my next size, and this is a little bit lighter of a pink. Not too much though, but a little bit. And I think that's all I'm going to do for that one right now. And I'm going to do my smallest one, and this is out of gray ink because my card was pink and gray. So let's just see how this turns out. I'm not being super neat about it because it's just random. And it's probably going to be all about I can do here. I'd like to put one in there, but I don't think I have room. So, I think that means we're done. So, I'm just going to go ahead and set my stamps on. I always just leave my stamp chamois on like the lid of where I keep all of my acrylic stamp pads, or I don't know what you call them. Alright, and I'm going to close up my ink, mainly because I don't want to get glitter in them, and also don't want them to dry out. Okay, so now we are going to use good old Versamark. And you know that's what we use when we emboss, because we are going to emboss. We are going to emboss with something that is called sticky embossing powder. I don't know if you can see that. It's by Ranger. I didn't know they made such a thing, but it's embossing powder that once you heat it, it gets sticky. So you can use it to put glitter on, like we're going to do, or you could use it to put on gold leaf or silver leaf, something like that. So basically it's a powder glue that once it's heated, it turns into glue. So if you want to think of it that way, you can use it anyway, that way then. So I'm going to get rid of my mouse pad, and I'm going to go ahead and bring over my sticky embossing powder. Go ahead and open it so it's ready. And I always pour and dump over a piece of white plain cardstock. And I'm going to take my Versamark ink pad, and this one is just for things like this, crafty things. It's just for this. If I do stamping and embossing, I have another Versamark ink pad that's for that. So you're just going to blot over top of the whole piece. Now, I wouldn't do a big piece like, you know, an 8.5 by 11 or, you know, bigger than that, because you want to be able, to have time to get like your glitter on while it's still melted. So you do have a little playtime, but not huge. So finish with my Versamark. Alright, so actually I'm done with my piece of paper too, so let's get that out of the way. Alright, so here's the sticky embossing powder. This has probably like been around for ages, and everybody in the world probably knows about it but me. Now, it kind of smells a little funky. I suppose that's because it's an adhesive. Not quite sure. So, yeah, when I opened it and sprinkled it out, I was like, whoo! Little funky. So, I've got that all covered, and you can tell because it's just kind of an all matte white color. Oh, I missed a spot. Here, I told you I had it all covered and I missed a spot. Now I got it all covered. Okay. So, we just put the lid on there and shove this out of the way. And I have a piece of glass that I'm going to heat on. Only because I still don't have my tweezers back. So, yeah. So, I don't really have anything to hold it, and it gets pretty warm. So, I'm just going to set this out of the way because I don't want it blowing all over the place. Making a huge mess. Okay. So, here's our, I don't know if you can see that, how it's kind of just all covered in like a powder. So we're going to heat it up, and you'll be able to tell because it will melt it. It'll turn kind of shiny. So apologize for the noise. And I'm just going to hold it down with an embossing tool up in the corner. So here we go. And it really doesn't take very long for it to change. It's starting already. It gets glossy. Alright, and it smells funky. I think they could come up with like a sweet smelling like powder. Alright, and now I'm going to use a very fine glitter. Let me get to this on here first and then I'll tell you what kind it is. So like I said, I want to get it on while it's still warm, so we have a better chance of it sticking. And I'm going to twist it over here, get what's left. Must not got it that melted quite enough. It's not wanting to stick right there. I'm using extra fine glitter from Recollections, actually. And I'm going to shake off the extra. And again, just lay it down. I'm going to push this out of the way. And we're going to heat it back up just to get that glitter to stick in that glue. There we go. Isn't that cool? Now, I could probably, there's a few places that look a little thin. Probably re-shake over top of those. Go. And run it over those areas again real quick. Ta-da! Now it is a little messy. Glitter kind of, you know, glitter kind of goes where glitter goes. But this will help your glitter stay on your project better and longer. Now it still a little bit rubs off because it's fine, but for the most part, most of it's going to stay on. And actually, it's really pretty. A lot of shimmer there. And it just has a really cool texture. You can see that. Sparkle! So, super easy. All you need is cardstock, Versamark ink, the sticky embossing powder, and glitter, and your heat tool. And there you go. You got a really cool decoration to a card. I think that's just a really neat technique. So glad I found it. But yeah, I can't believe I didn't know they made such thing as sticky embossing powder. Like I'm living under a rock. So, there you go. There's my little tutorial for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you go out and pick up some sticky embossing powder and have some fun playing with it. I'm going to get me some gold leaf foil and copper foil and silver foil and play with it next. I think that'd be like really cool with distressed inks and stuff like that on tags. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and make sure you check out our Facebook group, Fun Life on a Budget, featuring Bestie Becky, and check out my bestie's YouTube channel. Her name is Irina, and she goes by Fun Life on a Budget, and she's got a lot of great craft ideas on there, so show her some love and check out her channel. And thanks for stopping by. Happy crafting, and I will see you next time. Bye.